Gentlemen, great to have you on. Dr. Greer, to you first. So you promised us all a massive disclosure by Inauguration Day. That didn't happen. What happened?
Okay, so as you can see, Stephen Greer being questioned. Previous video was by a podcaster, interviewer, and now by a media source, major new media source, and they're asking why he was wrong. He predicted, as far as I know, that disclosure would happen before the inauguration, and that was wrong. And I'm glad people are calling out people with wrong predictions and calling them out on their bullshit, right? People have to be held to account, or everyone will just make predictions every fucking day and be wrong until they're eventually right. So, yeah, we're going to be checking this out. We're talking a lot about Stephen Greer recently. He's been in so many news, gained so much credibility by Barber, and I'm excited to see what David Grush is bringing out. He's supposedly bringing out a movie. So yeah, guys, if you want to be in the know, make sure you subscribe, notifications on. We daily upload. We're going to be the fastest growing channel real soon, so share the fuck out of this, because that helps the absolute most. Watch till the end, because the best parts are there as always. Like and comment as well. Without further ado, get your snacks, get your popcorn, because today we're going to be checking out some crazy shit, okay? Stephen Greer is going to have to answer for a few of what he has said. And like we've said before, Chris Bledsoe having his prediction set in stone for Easter 2026. It's going to be really fun watching it. And yeah, I don't think he could come back from a prediction as airtight as he has made that claim. So we're going to be checking that out, covering it. There's so much things to talk about, but let's just jump right in, okay? Okay, so a few videos ago we spoke about the response to the drone incursions over the US and Trump's weak-ass response. I don't know if he was just saying his party was just saying the first dumb shit that they were told by the Pentagon, and they were not expecting or suspecting of lies, which should be obvious. They just went out and said these drones were FAA approved for research or whatever the fuck. Which is definitely false. Ross Coulthard has come out and he's quite heated that the Trump administration, after all their promises of disclosure and transparency, has decided to keep a lid on this fucking jar, right? This UFO, UAP, NHI. They want to not be transparent with this, at least in that regard and in that case, which is disappointing because the American people voted and they should get what they voted for, right? So,
after research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones. In time, it got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy.
All right, the question, I guess, is do you buy that? Joining us now for more on what that means is the founder of the Disclosure Project, Dr. Stephen Greer, and retired Air Force Brigadier General Blaine Holt. Gentlemen, great to have you on. Dr. Greer, to you first. So you promised us all a massive disclosure by Inauguration Day. That didn't happen. What happened?
Yo, look at that guy smiling across from Greer. Like, he knows, like, yeah, Greer, you fucking idiot. Do you think it's opposing forces? Like, having these two on at the same time is a fucking brilliant idea. Let's see what happens.
Well, Jake Barber, who came out on another network, not yours, with two of his colleagues, released a few seconds of a retrieval of a non-human intelligence craft. It looked like about a 25 foot egg-shaped object. And that was not his retrieval, but someone else who was working with.
Okay, so just to be sure, right, he is talking about Jake Barber there, that it was disclosed that the footage was not his. A lot of people are really disappointed with how the Barber story came out. Not too happy because it's like all over the place. It's not really a clear view of what the fuck is going on, just some dumped information that is not complete. But let me know what you think. I think it could have been done better. Could have been original footage. Why has Barber, if he's such a notable figure, not released anything of his own in that regard? It's all really significant questions.
It's the tip of a very large iceberg. And what he was asked to do by the intelligence community is to release that more slowly over the next year in preparation for the new administration and intelligence officials to set up a platform for all this coming out with full detail. I know that what they have is an enormous amount of information. It's on a blockchain system I can't talk about.
Okay.
It's extensive. It will include retrieval of non-human craft. I know they also have a human craft that they've imaged that are reverse engineered.
Dr. Greer, I just
craft.
we're tight on time, so I just want to, I know there are people at home shaking their heads saying, you know, Dr. Greer's full of it. We were waiting for this disclosure.
Yeah, me too.
What is this disclosure?
Well, the disclosure will be an affirmative amount of evidence about the fact that we're not alone. Some people call them alien. They're called now non-human intelligence. I think the part of it that's in question is where they release the information about the reverse engineered craft that are man-made. The majority of objects we've seen are man-made. A lot of the objects that were drones that couldn't be explained as normal drones that people see were certainly not alien. They were these very advanced technologies, as they're called, or ATs, that the aerospace companies have developed over the last 70 years or so.
Okay, so if you've watched Greer's 2021 or 2022 movie, can't remember the name, like that movie speaks about climate change and us having this free energy technology that is being suppressed and hidden from public by these secretive companies that have contracts with the military and the military industrial complex. So an outside source, which is not US government, maybe private, now has access to all these technologies, trying to capitalize on it and use it. So it really is supporting to Greer when he comes on, not giving a fuck about who is on with him, and if they have any knowledge or insider things to say that he can't like argue against. And I think if he was a bullshit artist, like he would be pretty anxious to come on in this capacity, or is that just me?
General Holt, do you buy that? Is the White House telling us the truth?
I think the White House is operating off of a truth that they've been given. I find Carolyn Levitt to be a woman of integrity and honor, and I think that the information that she's been given is inaccurate. I agree with Dr. Greer. I absolutely do not refute that there are extraterrestrials and that more will be coming out. However, what I will tell you is that the FAA can't produce the licenses, the Part 107 licenses for all of the drones that continue to fly over our skies this night. Some of them the size of RVs and cars. Wait a minute. The Chinese definitely have RV sized in their CH-10 and their CH-7 series drones. So what we need to do is we need to dive into who's misinforming the president this early on in his administration. We need to route that out. We need to find out what's going on across this nation, because I'm going to tell you right now, Rob, it's just the tip of the iceberg, and it's part of something much bigger, and it's going to keep on, and it definitely involves earthly powers, not extraterrestrial ones. But out of respect, I will tell you, Dr. Greer is absolutely correct. We will learn more about our friends from other worlds.
Okay, Jesus Christ, what the fuck just happened, right? That is unexpected. This high-ranking US government person just came out in support of Greer and what he is stating, giving him even more credibility. Guys, this is like, Greer is a absolute master at manipulation and public appearances. He deserves a Nobel Prize if he's bullshitting all of this, right? But this guy's coming out in support. He's gonna say he said we gonna learn more about otherworldly, things. Did you catch that at the end? What the fuck does that mean, right? Please comment down below. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. Is Greer becoming more credible in your eyes? Is he just this good at, you know, coming across as this guy that people like and trust. Like this guy said, out of respect for Greer, right?
There is some activity going on in the skies all over the U.S., and we need to talk about this. Dave hit me up yesterday and was like, hey, man, let's see if we can get General Holt on and talk about it. And thankfully, he's one of the wonderful resources that we have right here in North Idaho, and he's in person here in studio. If you're watching the video, he has to have his face blurred out due to a contract with Newsmax. That's what it is for now. We're not trying to hide anything. So thank you, sir. We have with us retired Air Force Brigadier General Blaine Holt. Always a pleasure to have you in studio.
Oh, it's great to be back. I'm just so happy that you called.
Okay, so this individual's face is blurred because he has a contract with IMAX, right? So a new documentary coming out. I wonder if this is connected and related to the new documentary coming out / movie about aliens. But I know that David Grush is involved and has been for a really long time with one of these productions, and I wonder if it's this one, because I think they mentioned that Dave got them in touch with this individual, right? So we're going to be checking out what he says, and as you can see, the floodgates are open. There's so much to cover. We're doing daily uploads. Make sure you subscribe, show support. It's a lot of effort we're doing over here. So check this motherfucking shit out, guys.
Okay, so John Kirby, a.k.a. Pinocchio, is there and telling us, no, New Jersey forgot what airliners look like, and that's what's going on here. So that's what's happening. Okay, lie. No, New Jersey knows what an airliner looks like. Thanks, though. And then he comes back next week and says, well, for the good of the public and not to alarm anybody, we were using our test corridor to test our anti-hypersonics weaponry of this new drone that we got from the aliens that they gave us through high-end technology. And here, have an orb.
There's your
Come
permits.
on. So the thing is,
this is crazy.
So is there any chance that these are aliens? I got to ask that.
And I'm going to give you a qualified 0% chance.
Okay. All right.
Although,
All right.
I think if they could have spun that fable up and somebody would have jumped on it, they would have gone. They would have.
Yeah.
If they're looking for what the public will take the bait on. So it's blue beam.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Okay, it's blue beam, but how many people think it's blue beam? Oh, 100 million people think it's blue beam. Okay, we're going with that. It's blue beam. So that's how they run their own psyops.
If they didn't have lights on it, the alien thing might be more plausible.